Yo, what's back? We back in the building. We got Kevin Gates' new album, 38 Specials, our track of the week, the Hip Hop BET Awards, and Battle Rap Banter with King TUT. That coming up next on That Boom Bap. Bow. Yo, we back. That Boom Bap. We here for another one for you, episode 173. It's me and my lovely, illustrious, beautiful, grumpy today co-host, Layla E. What's up, Layla? How you doing?
He was not supposed to tell anybody that. But yo, what's up? It's your girl, Layla E. And I still don't have a flow because my ghostwriter hasn't written shit.
Yo, low-key, I don't put shit to paper until I get that paper, dog. Let's get it proper now. And you know who it is. It's your boy DJ _King _TUT, TOTW, Mr. 314 to Mr. 713. Find me every Thursday, That Boom Bap on 6:30 CST. You already know what it is. I'm putting that shit up. Yo. Layla, how was your weekend? Talk to me. Tell me something. Talk to me nice.
I'm a loser. I haven't been doing shit.
What's up?
I took out my stepdad for his birthday.
Okay, that's dope.
And I literally played GTA like all weekend.
Okay, we got to get you off the games.
That's what I said. Like, now I'm getting content with just eating a lot and playing video. That shit ain't cute. Like, nah, that got to stop. That stops this weekend because we need to hit up a couple of brunch spots now. We need a new Sunday Funday spot.
Listen, look, you got to get in them streets. So look, check it out. So I agree with you. So this weekend for me was a little bit busy. So first off, salute to the black NBA who was in town. My brother was in town. I had another man's in town from New York. I got it with all of them. Salute to them, Tony Bro. Salute to my man Dan. Salute to them. It was fun. They had the address popping on Thursdays. On Thursday they had House of Blues on Friday. Saturday I think they had a Saturday day party at Lucky Stripes. So that was pretty dope.
It's a full weekend.
And then on Sunday, salute to my man Reg, my man's birthday. His wife, love her to death, threw something. Had a brunch. Me and the wife and some other couples went. We actually did hit up Edda's. So Mike from last week, who was on the show, hit up Edda's spot on Decatur and off of Washington. It was actually pretty dope. It was cool. The food was good. The vibe is a little different than 5015, a little more chill, a little more relaxed, but still fun. But the one place we got to hit up that I want to go back to is Axel Alibi. If you've never been to Axel Alibi, it's on Washington. So when you get to Washington, if you go get off, I can't think of the name of the street, but if you get off, you make a left. Kung Fu is like maybe a block down.
Oh, in that area. True Washington.
Right.
Yeah.
To the right, though, about a block up is Axel Alibi. Nice spot. It had just enough people to be lit, but it wasn't overpacked. Nice scenery in there, fellas, if you know what I'm talking about. The drinks was good. They didn't overcharge you. Good vibes, hookah.
What's a good price for a drink?
I was drinking scotch straight, and I paid about $10. So for me, that's good.
That's so funny because when I had my New York crew down here, they was like wilding out at the prices. They were like, "Yo, it's how much?" They used to like $17, $25 prices. I'm like, for a drink. So
hold on. So at brunch at Edda's, right? I ordered a 15-year scotch. They didn't have the 15-year scotch, so she substituted for the 21-year scotch. My scotch went from $12 to $26.
Oh.
Now, my wife works at Total Wine. She runs a store. So she was like,
the boss.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. She ain't pushing no carts, nigga. We out here making some bread in the streets. Low key, she got her own. But low key, man, she was like, we can't do that. So I had to find. She asked them what liquors they had, and she found me a great substitute. To substitute for that, which was more in the price range I wanted.
So your wife is the person to talk to about.
Oh yeah, she gonna get you right. Oh, she got all kind of fun facts now, baby.
I wish I was into alcohol, but I'm just not. I like rum, like coconut rum mixed in with something like that's really
coconut
nice.
Rum and water is actually probably the most refreshing thing you ever gonna drink.
Coconut rum and water.
Coconut rum and ice water is fire. You get a nice buzz and it's quite refreshing on the golf course in particular. I get my 18 in.
Don't let that. This dude is so bougie.
though. You already see what it is. Don't let this shit fool you back. Y'all niggas so Monday through
God.
Friday. Lowest
Oh
the keys.
God.
Everything else is good though.
Yeah, but I'm interested in Facebook Live. This is gonna be one of our first shows we've done in a long time. Where we going
Facebook.
all freaking show. Why? Because Barry Gordy ain't here.
Yo,
Don't tell him. Don't tell him we did this.
I told you last week. When dad's away, the kids gonna play. You already know what it is. We got no parental supervision. We in this bitch. Yo, we may
Big
go.
fact, though.
Hey, motherfucking next show don't start till 8. We might stay this motherfucker an hour and a half low key. What you gonna do, girl?
Okay, I don't know about that one, but definitely let us know in the comments or just hit us up on our social medias, such as at Layla_E1 and
DJ _King _TUT. TOTW. That's it. That's Instagram. DJ King TUT1. That's Twitter. You follow me, I follow back. You already know how we give it up. One more shout out. One more shout out though. One more shout out. Yo, Graceful Laces. They will be up here next week. Our girl Tasha is coming up with some special guests to talk about her dope ass event that's coming up
October 26th.
October 26th. I'm super excited. Me and the wife got the shoes picked out. We ready to go. We matching up.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I got her in some J's. Spent some bread. She gonna wear them motherfuckers one time, and I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with them after that.
I want.
Low key, they gonna auction.
I can't go there solo. So
You
any of
can't
my
go there solo.
homegirls want to go, let me know. We can go ahead and be each other's dates and whatnot. But I mean, I don't know what the hell to wear with sneakers and a dress. Like, I don't have that kind of swag.
So here's the thing.
I like Jordan 1s.
So check it out.
But I kind of want to switch it up.
So anybody who's thinking about going, and tickets are available. So check out Tasha Sanders on Instagram or Graceful Laces on Instagram. They have tickets. It's on Eventbrite. They actually have a lot of pictures from last year, so they kind of give you ideas of what to wear.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cocktail dresses, formal gowns with dope
I thought it was
sneakers.
supposed to be gowns and
It was
sneakers.
gowns. I mean, it was some cocktail dresses, but it was gowns. Dudes were in suits. Dudes were in tuxedos with the sneakers. I'm excited for it. It's going to be dope. The sneakers we got are gray, so they go with anything. I can't wait. I'm going to straight fast, so I can keep getting small in these streets.
I feel the pressure, but I'm gonna make you proud.
That Boom Bap will be in the building, bitch.
Officially. Oh my God.
You already know.
But for sure, we're gonna get more info on that next week. So again, if you're in Houston, there is so much to do. Just like the beginning of the show, Tut graciously just told us some spots to hit up. So definitely get into it. And also, if you follow us, you'll know where we're going. You can hit up with the squad. Yo,
you see us out, you say, what's up, man? You speak, we speak back. That's what it is. But look, we done talked about our weekend. One of us played Grand Theft Auto. We ain't gonna say no names. One of us was in these streets, low key. We ain't gonna say no names. And one of us is on vacation. Bitch ass nigga. We ain't gonna say no names either.
He's always on vacation.
Thanks. He never here.
Yo.
Hardest working, never working nigga on the Anyway, nonetheless. But now it's time to get into our what?
Track of the week.
This track of the week comes from one of my 2019 MVPs. This dude is so underrated. It's
that's
ridiculous.
Big up.
38 Spesh coming with us with Never Seen a Man Cry featuring Benny the Butcher and Conway the Machine. Let's let this rock out for a hot second.
You know what they say, right?
You ain't had a track of the week, bumper?
You only good as your last run.
Sounds a little hard. It's going a little hard.
So yeah, so he gonna talk to us. So we
Sound
gonna
like
talk
some
over.
G-Funk.
We gonna talk over it for a minute until he start rapping because we don't want to get flagged haters on YouTube. There it is. Let Benny go for a minute. So look, man. Here's the thing, right? The reason I said 38 Spesh one of my MVPs of the year. So this is what he's dropped so far this year. He's dropped a 5-shot EP that led up to 38 stages of Raw. This is all in January, February. Then he dropped Trust Tape 3. He dropped Loyalty and Trust. He dropped A Bullet for Every Heathen. And he has 1994 coming out in a few weeks. And the dope thing about 1994 is he's sampling tracks from historic tracks from 1994. So this track came from Scarface. Same name. Never Seen a Man Cry. So Houston's own legendary Scarface. Running for council, Scarface.
Oh, yeah.
One of the God MCs of the South, Scarface. Should be in your top 10 or top 5, Scarface. From the legendary Ghetto Boys, Scarface. Talk That Shit, Scarface. From the Fix, Scarface. Yes, that nigga. He got it from him. And it's a dope ass track. Conway the Machine bodies it. Benny the Butcher bodies it. But low key, 38 Spesh has a standout verse on this track. 38 Spesh is fire. Absolutely. If you don't know 38 Spesh, look him up. 38 Spesh. SPESH. That dude is fucking ridiculous. He dropped Son of G Rap last year with Cool G Rap. He's special. Straight from that upstate area. He's special. What you think of the track?
I'm a little scared right now.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, just a little bit scared. I was trying to figure out where the beat came from.
I know.
I didn't think it was Scarface though. But I mean, either way, it's a pretty fluid track. I think that they definitely have the right people to be featured on it together.
Yeah.
Because this definitely doesn't sound like something that's just out there. This could definitely be on any one of their albums as a featured track. So it's pretty cool. I'm happy you picked that out. Because, you know, I was going for some other stuff that you probably wasn't going to be about that life.
Hey, man, listen. This is a very collaborative show this week. Just some inside scoop. Layla picked the album review. I picked the track of the week. That's how it should go. Collaborative efforts in marriage, in friendships, in co-workerships. It should always be about compromise, my niggas. Look, I'm trying to get y'all the game.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? Low key. That's how you keep them happy. Compromise.
Big facts.
I compromise. Listen, my wife has trained me in the way that I compromise all the damn time. With everybody at work.
Oh.
I have to, low key. At work, at home, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes a compromise just ain't.
I ain't say get pushover, my nigga. I said compromise. That means you give.
I compromised our friendship with that Little Sims album.
Yo,
I ain't letting that shit go.
Hey, man, I love you to death, but that shit was trash. In rice it goes. Anyway, nonetheless, nah. It's a really dope track.
Shit.
So check out 38 Spesh, man. Again, he's had some fire projects this year. All his shit that he's dropped has been good to excellent, and he is right now my MVP of 2019.
Damn.
Bubbling under the radar. One of his albums are definitely gonna make my top 10. 38 Stages of Raw was fire. That 5-shot EP to get you your mouth watering for was amazing. That was I think it was 6 tracks or 5 tracks. It was fucking awesome. Yo, salute to Mike in the building. Yo, the people that keep us running, man. The producers behind the scenes. My man Mike who runs the boards. Yo, salute to them, man. They keep us up going. Yo, Layla, hold on. Let's get into what? Hip hop news. So
I wasn't expecting that, but he did mention his MVP of the year. However, the 2019 BET Awards has just posted who is taking part in their nominees list, and they actually have a section for MVP of the year.
Give it to me.
All right, let me see what we got. So I'm reading off my little handy dandy notebook. Shout out Blues Clues. All right, so MVP for the list. Now, what we're going to do and what I want you to do is tell me who you think should win it. All right, we got J. Cole, Nipsey, Cardi, Drake, Meg, and DJ Khaled. Who do you think is the MVP of 2019?
Oh, so I need to know what the date range is, because I like
apparently from October 2018 to October 2019.
Okay.
Because the list just came out.
Okay.
And the show should be out next week.
So give me them again.
J. Cole.
Nope, didn't have an album.
Nip.
Nope, didn't have an album.
Cardi B.
Nope, didn't have an album.
Drake.
Nope, didn't have an album.
Meg.
Yep, had an album.
Khaled.
It's got to be Meg Thee Stallion. And I'm saying that if you're basing it on October to October, J. Cole's album came out first quarter-ish last year. So did Nip second quarter-ish last year. They didn't come out towards the end of the year. Khaled's album wasn't good at all. Came out this year.
Sorry, Khaled.
Cardi's album came out.
But it's not about when the album is out. It's about what their singles have been doing and producing for this BET hip-hop year.
Okay, let's take that. Let's take that.
But hold up. By the way, we're not arguing because I actually agree Megan Thee Stallion should be the MVP.
I'm looking at it like this, right? So Cole's album, even though it went triple platinum, outside of being
The Middle Child was really good.
It was dope, and he had the Dreamville jump. But how can you be MVP? You don't give me a solid body of work, and I'm asking that because think about it. By the end of the year, were we really talking about KOD outside of it being one of the best albums of the year? Was it heavy in rotation? Same thing for Nipsey. Nipsey's album was fire. But towards the end of the year, Victory Lap, like, what was it doing for us outside of being really dope? It's still playing, but what is it
That would have been
us?
more of last year.
That's what I'm saying. Now, last year, they wiped the floor with whoever's in that category. Them two.
It should have been Nipsey last
year. Cardi the same way. By the end of the year,
Cardi been doing it for a year and a half already.
But here's the thing, though. She released 2 singles that was kind of duds. Press didn't really hit. Press didn't hit like
Pressing Money.
Pressing Money did not hit like
Did
they
not
thought it was.
hit.
Didn't hit like they thought it was gonna hit. They wanted a big hit. They didn't get another Bodak Yellow. Put it like that. That's what they were looking for. Then the Bruno Mars song. I don't know how the fuck you don't make a hit with Bruno Mars. That didn't stick
Please
either.
me, baby.
Yeah, that shit came and went.
That was amazing.
It did. Okay, it didn't hit. It didn't stick though.
All right, more arguments to come because we got
Okay.
more nominees.
All right, let's
so
go.
let us know who you think should win MVP, and
Khaled
we'll
was
definitely
selling that
find out.
bullshit. Okay.
All right, so let's talk about, what do you want, single or album?
Let's go single first.
All right, single.
Okay.
So, Big Ol' Freak, Megan Thee Stallion,
All right.
Old Town Road remix,
Which
with
one?
Lil
It's like
Nas
9 of them
X,
motherfuckers.
Act Up, City Girls,
Okay.
Sicko Mode with Drake, Travis Scott, Money, Cardi B, Jay White, Suge, The Baby, and Pooh Beats. This is a horrible nominee list.
Yo, go.
Just saying.
Who was the sec? Go give me one more time. I know. Okay, so I got Meg.
Big
I
Ol'
got
Freak, Old Town Road, Act Up,
Old Town
Sicko
Road.
Mode,
It's gotta be Old Town
Money,
Road.
and
It's
Suge.
gotta be Old Town Road. That shit played forever, yo. Low key, like it played. And the remix, yo,
So are
Billy
you
Ray.
think-
Billy Ray, low key had one of the hardest verses of this year.
No, he did it.
That shit was
no.
hard.
Okay, now this is who. Now there's two
Right,
choices:
no,
who you
no,
want to
no,
win and who you think
uh,
should win.
Okay.
So who do you think should win is Lil Nas X.
I probably think no. Who I think should win? I probably.
Who do you want to win and who do you think should win?
So who I think should win is probably who I want to win. Okay, who I want to win is probably The Baby, because I thought Suge was kind of fire. I love his ad libs, are hilarious, even though I don't really care for him as a rapper. And then I think who should win probably should be Lil Nas X. Like his song was lit. Like it was number one. It broke Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men. Goddamn, nostalgia. Right.
Well, Lizzo just broke it, didn't she?
No.
Oh,
no.
she's the first female.
Yeah.
rapper.
We're not doing that.
She-
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I think.
Who you think? You
I
think it's
think
Meg?
that should win should be Sicko Mode.
Oh,
Because it's still going hard.
I forgot
and
about
that
that.
shit went out last year, right? But who do I want to win? Big Ol' Freak, Meg. Nah. All right, yeah, I want Meg to win. Okay, so let's go for two more categories.
Okay.
Now some of these categories are a little odd. They got Hustler of the Year, Hip Hop Online Site, mixtapes. Let's talk mixtapes before we go album.
All right, what's up?
Feed the Streets 2, Roddy Ricch.
All right.
Fever, Megan Thee Stallion.
All right.
Loose, Jack Harlow.
Okay.
YB in the mixtape with all them niggas. And Luca Brasi 3, Kevin Gates.
Luca Brasi 3 was probably the hardest shit out. Like one of the hardest albums out. As a matter of fact, it was on my honorable mention list last year.
So that's who should win. Who do you want to win?
Who do I want to win?
Same one?
Probably, yeah. I think Kevin Gates deserves that one. I didn't think Fever was a dope. I didn't think that was a great body of work.
I listened to that shit before I go into work because I be on, like, my job really got me grumpy. And, like seriously, like, I hate my job. Like, I literally have to listen to something to get me hyped because I will not walk up in that bitch until I remember I got bills, okay? So, Fever, for me, that's who I want to win. And who should win, I think probably Kevin Gates.
Can we put the rain cloud over here? I'm sorry.
All right, and finally, let's get to album. Album
of the year?
Oh, I'm going to bring that up in a second. Album of the year, Igor, Tyler, the Creator. Dreamville Records, Revenge of the Dreamers.
Okay.
Father of Assad, DJ Khaled.
Ooh.
Astroworld, Travis Scott. Wait, how in the fuck is Astroworld even on there?
That's what I'm saying. That shit don't even make sense. Keep going.
Championships, Meek Mill, that came out later of the year.
Yeah.
And Cause I Love You, Lizzo.
Man, I get that shit to
Why is Travis Scott on this fucking list?
Yeah, I get that shit to what was the first one you said?
Tyler, the Creator.
Second one?
Revenge of the Dreamers, Father of Assad, Astroworld Championship. Because I love
I'd probably go, if I had to give it to one, I'd say Revenge of the Dreamers, but I don't think it's been out long enough. If I had to give it, I'd probably say Meek Mills. I'll give it to Championships. If I that's who I want to win.
Yeah. Who
do I think will win? They fuck around and give it to Tyler low key because BET be on some bullshit nowadays.
Yeah. Okay, I actually agree. I want Meek Mill to win. That album was fire. I wasn't expecting him to recover after what Drake has done. Astroworld, Travis Scott should not be on this list. Now, for me, what I just got excited about is international flow. Which I haven't done my international segments in a minute. I really haven't because I've been on some other stuff. But I'm definitely bringing that back. But we have Falls, Little Sims.
That's Cap, y'all.
Nasty C, Kalash Criminelle, Tory Lanez, I forgot that nigga Canadian.
That don't
Gets, and Sarkodie. Who should win is Little Sims because Gray Area was one of the dopest albums
shit
out.
Rice, yo.
But who do I want to win? I
Travis.
think Little Sims, and I want Getz to win. Getz is one of my favorite UK rappers, and he's the funniest. Like, every time he comes to South by, he shows me mad love. Even though I did run into him when I went to London. So shouts out to him. But yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to see the 2019 BET Hip Hop Awards, and I'm hoping they do a dope ass tribute to Nipsey and they do it right.
That's gonna be fine. And you know what's funny about that? That leads me into my next topic.
Ooh,
right, my next topic. We got
topic?
Battle Rap Banter with DJ King TUT. So the first topic I'm gonna talk about actually is about the BET Awards. So I'm excited about the BET Awards for something different though. BET and URL, the Ultimate Rap League, have teamed up for a 4-person tournament for $25,000 on the line, live battles, 90 seconds apiece. Each rapper gets 90 seconds. It's 2 battles. Then the winners will face one another. That's not it just yet, but it's all good. Anyway, that's the card I'm gonna talk about in a second. So we got DNA versus Geechee Gotti. DNA is from Queens. He isn't that old, but he has been battle rapping since he was about 16. He is amazing, freestyle, dope. It's 90-second rounds. You're not in front of a battle rap crowd. You're in front of a mainstream audience. He's been on he's been on ESPN. He's been on WWE. He's definitely got the upper hand. You got Geechee Gotti out of Compton. He has one of the highest descends in battle rap history. Last year he was a PG. This year he is main stage. PG is proven ground. So he is really killing the game, dog. Geechee Gotti talk that gutter shit, that street shit, that drug shit, that gang shit. But I don't know if it's gonna work. You know what I love in these streets. Well, he's gonna talk that shit, but I don't know if that's gonna work in a mainstream crowd. Then you got the second battle is Shotgun Suge versus TOTW. TOTW actually won Freestyle Friday, Ultimate Freestyle Friday, when BT and URL hooked up again when Bow Wow was hosting it a couple years ago.
Bow Wow was hosting.
Well, he was hosting 106 and Park.
Oh, okay.
So they had Ultimate Freestyle Fridays to kind of bring the field back. And T-Top actually won that. He won 10 stacks. The Locks was in the building judging, and he won. And he's nice. He's dead nice. He talked that drug talk. He's a great angler.
Oh,
that's gonna
Locks
be dope.
like him, then he gotta be dope.
From North Carolina, fire dude. And you got Suge, who he give you bars, a lot of movie references, but he's a performer. It's gonna be an interesting matchup, man. I think it's a great look for battle rap. I'm hoping everything goes well. I'm super excited. So I'm excited about the awards. I'm tuning in just for that. So salute to the URL for that. Now, throw it up on the screen now. This weekend, Bars is back, bitch. Your man Cassidy, the hustler, is back battling for the first time at home in the URL card Lockdown. He's a main event battler with Arsenal the Rebel. If you don't know Arsenal the Rebel, he's probably one of the most well-known battle rappers in the world. He makes dope music. He's made songs with Chris Brown, Method Man, Redman. Yo, Ars is super lit. He's battling Cass in Philly. Also on the card, we got Reed Dollars, who is a Philly legend. You know what I'm saying? Battling K-Shine, who is probably one of the littest niggas in battle rap. He's been around for a long time. His skills are phenomenal. He teams up with DNA. He's been on BET. I mean, he's been on ESPN. He's been on WWE. That's lit. You got Geechee Gotti versus Tay Rock. Tay Rock is the face of URL. Geechee Gotti is becoming the face of URL. That's a good clash of the Titans. Old line versus young line. The gun line king versus the gang member is dope as shit. That's going to be lit. We got DNA versus Bill Collector. These are two performers. DNA's more lyrical. Bill Collector's more of a performer. That's going to be dope as shit. I think that's going to be a great battle. And then last but not least, we have a Clash of the Titans, or not a Clash of the Titans. We have a contrast in clashes. We got JC, who's probably one of the dopest pins in battle rap ever, against Shotgun Suge, who I just talked about, who's a performer, who's going to give you those movie bars, that gutter shit, that gang shit. So against JC, it's going to be interesting to see what he does with him. The difference is JC's probably like 5'8", and Suge's like 6'4", so he's gonna tower over JC. So the optics are gonna look wild crazy.
What's his name? David and Goliath.
Fact though. Last but not least, I want to touch on this last weekend. The URLTV.TV app released Born Legacy 8 battles. That was in Cleveland, Ohio. You had Danny Myers versus Chess. They released that on Sunday. Battle was recorded on Saturday. It was released on Sunday. That was fired. That was dope. That was a really good battle. I had Danny personally 2-1, second and third. Chess was being a little bit emotional. They released Ill Will versus Av. Av was a pure punch out of Norfolk, Virginia. Ill Will is out of Pontiac, Michigan. Ill Will won that 2-1 as well. Also on the card, let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. on the card. We also had JC versus the Saga. I'm hearing that it's debatable 2-1. Misfit versus Official, female battle. I'm hearing that was the best battle of the night.
Female battles?
Oh yeah, females battle too. They got a whole league called Queen of the Ring. I told you before, ran by one of the co-owners is Babs Bunny from the band. Yeah. And then we had Chef Trez versus Big Cannon. So that's dope, man. So salute to URL. They doing things. We got some controversy going on right now in the almost fight area is what the bloggers are calling it. Niggas is in they feeling, niggas is emotional. I just did a blog on this on my YouTube channel talking about it.
What's the name of your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel, DJ King TUT. You know where to find me everywhere. But, yo, check it out, man. I'm just speaking on how, many of wars have started because of men's ego. And shit went left and some reloaded. And some of these cats who lost a fight on camera can't stand getting clowned. And they threatening to fuck up the bread and they threatening to fuck up events. And it's whack. You know what I'm saying? So
that's so
it is, man.
Whack.
Listen.
Take your loss and move on.
Take your loss and move on.
Goddamn millennials.
Tuck your skirt. Get your mind right. When it was time to throw down, y'all niggas didn't throw down. It is what it is. But don't fuck it up. Don't fuck up the bread. Y'all niggas get good money. Salute. So that's Battle Rap Back to DJ King TUT. That's a quick little something. Follow me at my page. We're going to talk about that. Subscribe to the Patreon. I got more shit coming on. I'll get your bars off segment. I'm going to talk about the battles a little bit more in depth. So, that's what it is.
But wait.
There's more. Yo, transition shit, G. Stay on vacation.
It's a low-key transition. So what you just described when you were describing all these people, it sounds like some Mortal Kombat type shit or some Street Fighter. So who would be the big main character? Who would be Ken Ryu?
Who would be Ken?
Yeah, who would be Ken in that group?
So depending on which card you're talking about. So if you're talking about what's on BET, if you had to rank the chances to win 25 stacks, you got to give it to DNA. DNA can freestyle. So DNA can freestyle about the Amber Geiger, Botham John shit. She can freestyle about Tekashi 6ix9ine. He can freestyle about somebody's outfit. If somebody fuck up on stage, he can put that in his rap. So if you're telling me that there's no judges and we're based off crowd reaction, DNA's got the upper hand. Yeah. Everybody else is gonna come in with a written 90 seconds of material, which is how battle rap is supposed to be. But if you can freestyle current events, it just hit different in the building. Yeah. So you throw some shit out about what 2 Chainz is wearing, and motherfuckers, he was on stage a minute ago, they're going to go crazy. And if they're judging based off applause, you going
like some 8 Mile type shit. Like I'm into the 8 Mile type stuff. Like straight up roast me right now, because that's what I think battle rap is. It's just essentially roasting.
It is,
or at least the fun part of it.
So now it's just more strategic. You dissect your opponent before the battle. So you go in. So the good battle rappers, the anglers, will go on your Instagram. They'll talk to people. They will formulate an angle and make it so believable, even if it's just a piece true, that it will sway the fans. Ooh. Like it's an art in doing it. It really is.
Well, some of them gonna be salty enough, may end up going to jail, but guess who ain't gonna visit them in jail?
We're not.
Kevin Gates. And the reason for that is because Kevin Gates just got banned from all Louisiana correctional facilities.
How you do that, my nigga?
Because of this photo right here. Yes, he's visiting his pops and obviously C Murder, who looks exactly like Master P. Is fucking crazy.
Which is
strong jeans.
He looks the same strong actually. Jeans. Like that nigga aged a bit. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. He been in the bean.
He need to hit some bars though. But because of this photo, he got banned. And the reason being is because you're not allowed to visit the correctional centers with more than $300 cash on you. I guess because maybe they can slip some of the money to, the guys that are there. I don't freaking know. But he had over about $2,000-$3,000 obviously in that photo. Now the problem with this is, and it kind of hurts my heart a little bit, is that 2 of the correctional officers that work in that specific facility they've been disciplined, probably meaning fired, because of that. So that part sucks. But I guess you got is that just common knowledge that you should know when you go into a correctional facility? Like, do they actually tell you what you are and are not allowed to do when you sign in? So, I don't know. I've never visited anyone in jail. I'm assuming you may or may not have.
I have visited someone in jail. I've also gone to jail for my job for an implementation that we were doing. So I did have to go through that situation. And I'm gonna tell you like this. Your boy Tut is about that gangster life in his car. He might be about that gangster life in the street, low key.
Real life Griselda.
He might be about the gangster life in his house. He do carry that thing on him because he live in Houston. I am not about that jail life. I'm not gonna hold you. I am not gonna. That's a different monster. I was like, we gotta go where, my nigga? We gotta walk back amongst the people for what? Why me? I got a suit on. I'm not about that. I ain't got no thing on. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
You felt the way.
Yo, real. And they just out in Kentucky. They was just out. Like, they was in a line to do something.
So I'm assuming there's a difference between a prison and a jail, right?
Bro, I don't know. We was downtown Houston. That motherfucker.
Oh, that's a jail.
That was
that's
jail. That was jail.
Okay.
Listen, put it like this. I don't know what they get. I know when I went, they make you take everything out your pockets. Like, low key, they told us not to wear ID badges. They want motherfuckers looking at your name and none of that. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The females was more gangster than the dudes. The dudes was like, some cuz this. The girls was heckling you. They was like trying to touch you. Like, it was.
Oh, it was
nuts.
a mixed jail.
Yeah, it's mixed, but they were in this. They were separated by like this divide in the hallway, but the girls on one bench, the dudes on the other. I don't know what they were waiting to do. Low key,
you was scared with jail? Not
my nigga. I'm not. Don't let the blackness fool you. I don't go to jail.
Boy, like, you are pale.
Don't fuck that. I don't do that about that.
So when you signed in, you said that they looked at your pockets and everything like that.
You take everything because you go through the metal detector, so they see what's in your pockets. So anything that's flagged, they will hold it for you.
Got it. So that means that they fired the person that was supposed to check them for that amount of money.
They probably told him, "Oh, you good? This and this." They didn't think his ass was gonna take no picture and put this shit on Instagram. Do y'all not realize that the niggas is watching y'all?
Like, seriously.
We just talked about this.
No. Go back to the photo, because when he posted this, not only did he post it, he probably could have gotten away with it a little bit, but he also put and tagged the facility name with the picture for his location.
Bruh,
like right there. Elaine Hunt Correctional Center.
Between this nigga doing that, niggas on the phone talking about getting niggas violated.
Oh my God.
Extra violated. Niggas on the phone talking about what is wrong with y'all?
No idea. No idea what they doing.
Nigga, this is not. Huh? What are we doing?
I don't know, but you know what?
This selfie culture. What are we doing?
This brings me to none other than our album review. And that is because we are bringing you I'm Him with Kevin Gates' new mixtape. This is a mixtape, not an album. And I can tell you, it's been a little minute, meaning a few months, since we've gotten new music from Kevin Gates, but I will say that I am pleasantly surprised. It is under an hour, but it also got mad tracks. How many tracks it got? Like 20? 17. And you know, here at That Boom Bap, we don't like to support shit that's over 13 normally, but it is under an hour. It is under an hour, so I'm assuming that we should have I feel like that's a pass, right? Like, it's under an hour. Okay.
And I'll say this: his
Do we
songs.
have any music to play or anything?
His songs aren't like terribly
Banners?
long.
Huh?
His songs aren't really long, which are nice. So,
yeah, they're digestible, right?
Yeah, they very much like. He doesn't have a 5-minute song here. Like, the longest song is 4:07.
Which isn't too bad. And if I'm looking at the track listing, he does start off with RBS intro, and he definitely ends it with Fly Again. But I mean, maybe we can get into a little bit of Icebox.
Icebox is dope.
It was pretty cool, but it just reminded me
of
some people that literally got their heart in the icebox.
Let's let it rock for a minute. I have an interesting critique on Kevin Gates here in a second.
All right, well, let's hear it.
So here's the thing, right, with Kevin Gates. I live another way with it. I live in a different area with it. Not my energy. Here's the thing about Kevin Gates, right? I was thinking about this today as I was listening to the album again and driving up here to co-host with my amazing little sister Layla E, who is still grumpy but lovely, even when she's grumpy. Quite pleasant, actually, even if she's grumpy. But I'll say this about Kevin Gates. I don't know where Kevin Gates sits, right? So he's a trapper, yes. He can do melodies, yes. He's not a lyricist, but he can actually rap, Yes, great beat selection. Songs can fall in the same pocket, so that's a little different. I don't know, man. It's weird. Like the album as a whole I'm in a weird place with it. Like I don't dislike it. I don't like it either. Like when his albums are released, I'm not checking for Kevin Gates, but the kids love him. Like I follow cats on Instagram on Twitter who just rock. Like they was rolling to Kevin Gates, and I'm like, yeah, it's dope, but it's weird, man. Like I like a lot of the tracks, but I don't love any of them, and I'm not hankering to play them back. Like,
well, there goes us trying to get him on the show when he comes to Houston.
Yo, listen, salute to Kevin Gates. I'm not dissing you, my G. That's just not my cup of tea, my nigga. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what it is.
No, we tell the truth around here.
Yeah, and
it just so happens, we can still invite you on and take the heat from you too.
Yeah, if you want to, if you want to say what you got to say, man, I get it, man. Listen, he's dope. Like, of the new rappers, he's digestible. He's just not my cup of tea, and I'm trying to figure out why not. Because he kind of checks most of the boxes I like.
Yeah.
Like, it's good beats. He got that grimy shit I like. He can melody, so I'm not, it's just not straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's his voice. I don't know what the hell it is. What you think?
He has a melodic flow to him, which was, not too bad, but it was very freaking annoying to hear that on Let It Go, if we can hear a part of that. I felt like it was you could have a good project, right? A good song, but then your chorus will completely mess up the entire track, completely throw it off. And in this situation, which we'll hear in a minute once it starts kicking in, it was like, yo, what the hell was you doing to this? You might as well have sang Frozen, let it go, rather than this shit. I mean, I just did not like where he was going with it and whatnot. And by the way, I just Googled to make sure this is actually considered his second album. I thought it was a mixtape, but it's not. Remember, his first album was dropped back in 2016 with Isla, named after his daughter. But there were a lot of tracks that you can definitely hear that he hasn't really evolved much in how he spits, or his tone inflections, or really how he pieces moments together. He's been very consistent, which isn't bad because we can all love and appreciate a track from every mixtape and album he's done before, right? Mm-hmm. I will say that I wish I heard a little bit of versatility, and maybe this song that I don't like is showing his versatility, and I just want him to stop there and don't do no more. But other than that, I like that he had a lot of different content to rap about. He definitely talked about how much in love he is with his daughter Isla, and how he wants nothing but the best for her, and wants her big brother to make sure to take care of her. And then he has another track which I thought was really weird. It was in the beginning part of the album where he actually said he turned his turned his girl against her own family to prove her loyalty and love for him. I think that was Icebox. And I was like, yo, that's some narcissistic type shit. I was like, this is crazy. But then he started going more into how he used to think, which is hey ladies, if you want to know what's in the mind of a fuck boy, there you go. He gave you the blueprint a little bit, yeah, like a lot of shit he was saying, I was like, oh damn, that explains why my ex was that way. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's true
Shots
story.
Fired, nigga. Shots fired.
Motherfucking fired.
Damn.
But no, on a better note, I like that he had so many different things. You hear how bad that is?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a lot going on.
What's that yodeling? Nah, that's not. He could have completely
loaded
skipped.
Yodeling is trash, yo. I can't
do
deny
that. But the one thing I love about this Baton Rouge rapper is that he is really the only and main one doing it for the state of Louisiana right now. Because if you really think about it, who's really up on our minds and radar from Louisiana? It's not really anyone I can think of other than Kevin Gates. So big ups to him. Other than Muse, what he's been talking about? His 300 albums that he just sold?
He said that was a lie.
Okay, I'm sorry. I love Boosie though, but music-wise, Kevin Gates has been holding it down for the state of Louisiana, and I definitely love everything that he's bringing. What were some of your standout tracks that you liked the most?
So I did like the intro was dope. I liked Better For You. I thought Fly Again was pretty dope. Have You Ever Walls Talking was dope. I enjoyed those tracks a lot. Bags was dope too. I enjoyed those tracks a lot, actually. It's funny, man, because again, I don't know what it is about Gates. Like, even Luca Brasa, right? I like the album. It was, again, I said it made my honorable mention list for last year. It was a dope project. I don't hearken or go back to Kevin. I don't know what it is. Like, I think the only song I have downloaded on my phone outside of, like, I have all the tracks on my phone, like the albums or whatnot, but the one I have downloaded, like when I listen to it, I like Two Phones. There's some other things I like, you know what I'm saying, that's different. I Don't Get Tired, it was dope. I listen to that in the gym all the time. Salute to you for that record. That's one of them joints, right? Whenever I just feel like I want to give up, I'll be like, yo, low key, I don't get tired.
Hey,
I say that, you know what I'm saying?
I do get tired. I
might
need my
say that
70s.
in November when I go on vacation with the missus. Anyway,
You going on vacation again?
I ain't been on vacation in a while, low-key.
Okay, a month and a half. You was just in Mexico.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't in Mexico. I was in Mexico in June.
And then you went to Mexico twice.
No, my wife went to Mexico. She went to Cabo. I did go to Mexico.
They always traveling.
Listen, I got to get my life together, low key.
I'm
going to St. Louis in 2 weeks, but it's all good.
Really? Tell your uncle I said hey.
Hey,
tell him what's up.
Yeah, I got you. You gonna be out these streets, Uncle Spooky. You see, you said, you know what I'm saying? Bring a house guest home. Don't get it twisted. Hey,
he needs to be on the show.
Yo, he's lit. Going to see mom. Going to see back. Anyway, nonetheless. So yeah, man, I like those tracks, man. They were stand out to me. I thought, again, his bars are there, the beats are there, the melody is there. Something is missing for me personally. There is something for me that's missing. According to this, he has no features. I think that's a lie. Let It Go definitely sounds like Fetty Wap's on that track. I could be wrong. I'm looking it up now.
He was mimicking him.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, because I don't see any features.
I don't see any features, but man, listen, that motherfucker sound like Fetty Wap, but he could have been mimicking him. I'm not sure. But no, man, I enjoyed the album. I enjoyed those tracks, man. So what do you think? What about you? What about standout tracks?
Standout tracks. I need to get my list up again. In Houston, maybe we can go visit him. He's gonna be here November 13th. I should be back from my cruise by then.
Oh, you're going on vacation.
Oh no, don't play Let It Go when I'm on. That's the song I hate. No, we're gonna hold on. I'm gonna tell you what to play next. I hate that fucking song.
Let it go.
I like Fatal Attraction. That was actually a really standout track for me. And I also like By My Lonely. It was on some personal shit. Like, I related to him when he was singing By My Lonely.
I got you. I hated Face Down personally. I thought Face Down was
Face Down. I like facts.
Overly explicit sex talk.
It get kind of annoying. Like, we don't need the Zayn of hip hop.
Yeah, it's right. It's like, I don't need Brazzers in lyrical form. Like I don't need Bang Bros. I mean, just keeping it a buck. I don't need Pornhub in rap music form. Like, there was no subtlety to it, and I think maybe that's one of the things I don't really care about is his delivery of that type of talk.
Because
it's like it's because it's almost like you trying to be sensual, but it come off as wild aggressive, low key. I'd rather it just be slick talk and you keep it pushing.
I mean, it's hard. It's enough that we already see it on IG, sucking toes and doing all of that, and going on radio shows talking about eating the groceries and all of that. Like, you need to keep some of that stuff low key in your household, like, for real.
But again, like I said, if it's slick with it and you move on,
if he had a clever line or bar,
when I say slick, that's what I mean. If it's clever or whatever, I'm with you. Boom, got it. But there's no cleverness.
Could you do a quick line right now?
Nah,
you can make a little, he's my little freestyle king over here at the
right now. I'm not doing all
podcast.
That. Now, the little man might be why I can't. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got here.
Little man ain't gonna watch. Oh my god, I tried to put him on the spot. I tried, but there were a lot of tracks that I actually did enjoy, such as What I Like Better For You, Face Down, Push It. Excuse me.
Yeah, Push It was dope.
I really enjoyed Facts, Fatal Attraction, Bags, and By My Lonely. So for me to say that I like that many tracks off of 17, that says a lot about him personally. Yeah. So I really did enjoy that. And I also wanted to mention, I had it up just a second ago, his production. The production team, I felt very much mimicked exactly what we all know Gates for. And I feel because of that, we were able to we weren't surprised. We didn't get a Chance the Rapper Big Day album or Childish Gambino, whatever the red belt. Like, we knew exactly what we were gonna get. And his production team is handled by Take a Day Trip, Fractious Frank, and MD Money. And there were a couple of other guys on there. But I think that he has a great production team behind him because everything matched his tone.
Right.
And he was in pocket with a lot of these beats. I can tell he probably listens to a beat first and he actually decides to write something on it, which I think sometimes can be a lot better for rappers that aren't necessarily like on paper on point, because he's not one of those rappers where you like, damn, what he just say. He's definitely not a lyricist. He's definitely an entertainer and a storyteller, because let me tell you something, when Kevin Gates paints a picture of his past, like, you're literally in that moment with him. And I love how you can definitely hear his Louisiana roots in there down south. He gets me hyped. So for that, I'm gonna start my rating, if you don't mind.
I was gonna throw it to you.
All right. So overall, again, I look at lyricism. I look great off of production. I also go after the arrangement of the album and the overall project, and how many of these tracks would I actually put on my playlist. Ooh. And for that, my overall average from 0 to 10, I would have to give this album a 6.5.
Okay.
And this is only after listening to it 6 times. Usually I like to go 10 before we do the show, but I mean, it's all right.
So for me, I ain't got no bip. I ain't G. I'm not giving him rice because he don't deserve rice. I'm gonna go with the album, 17 tracks. I don't really dislike, but maybe like 4 or 5 of them. So I kind of like the majority of the album. But because there's something missing, there's something about Gates that I'm just personally not in tune with, I'm giving him a solid 3. So I'm giving him 3 mics, which in the Source days will be a good album. Maybe I can give him a 3.5 because I do like a majority of the tracks, probably like 10 or 11. But it's something about Gates that's missing. I don't really like when Gates releases something, I don't run to get it. Like, I'll download it, and when I get to it, I get to it. As a matter of fact, I didn't get to really anything this week. Like, I didn't touch The Baby. I didn't touch Young M.A. I wasn't really hankering for those projects. I wasn't hankering for Gates either. I was in my bag, in my other bag.
I need to hear Young M.A.
I was in my Look What I Became. I was in my bandana. I was still in the plugs I met. I was in just my R&B bag, the 90s joint. I hit that, the shuffle. I was in my barbecue playlist that's got a lot of 70s and 80s and 90s music on it. Like, I wasn't really, I was in my Rhapsody. Like, I wasn't in that bag, but I gave it this just do. I listened to it several times. I did enjoy it, but again, it's just something about Gates that just doesn't. And I know people who ride for Gates. Again, he has bars. He's not a super lyricist. Maybe because maybe what it is because he's a drug dealer. He talks that drug gangster shit. But I like that shit, but I like it in a clever way. That's why I fuck with.
That's why you go with
Griselda. That's why I fuck with Griselda. They say it in clever ways. Like, sometimes straight to the point. I need something.
You need something that challenges your mind.
Exactly. Damn. You put it together like that. Like, even when Jeezy came out, the thing I loved about Jeezy was if you listen to some of his metaphors and some of how he did it was crazy. Ross. Like, that shit excites me.
Okay,
that shit.
Question.
Yeah.
This album or Jeezy's album that just came out?
Boy. If I had to pick, I'd probably say this one. I thought Jeezy's album was, although I will say this.
Disappointing.
It was disappointing, but I've learned to like it more.
Okay.
But I think this album is better. I feel like Jeezy's album and his dating choices affected that. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh my God! There's nothing wrong with Jeannie Mai. Don't you go there.
Talk about that offline.
No, we got 10 minutes.
Okay.
But give your rating and then we can talk the gossip.
I said 3.
3.5?
I said between a 3 and 3.5.
Wait. Out of what?
Out of 5.
Oh,
I go mics. I take it back to the source. Three mics.
Shout out to the source and double.
Shout out to exactly. I go 3 mics. 3 mics. Good album, solid project. I would recommend people listening to it. If you're a Gates fan, you're gonna love it. If you don't fuck with Gates, if you don't fuck with Gates like that, you still gonna like it. It's still tracks on her. You gonna like. You gonna hear some of this shit in the club. Gates is lit.
Facts.
I'm gonna go see Gates when he come just to support hip hop.
Okay, and speaking of that,
I'm down for that.
If you want to check him out, his tour does kick off in Chicago next week, October 12th, and it definitely it will be ending November 30th. So he's hitting up a lot of cities. So definitely check him out and, tag us in your photos on IG, Boom Bap Official. And let us know how you feeling the album as well. Now
we done with Gates, man. You can put on that 38 special in the background.
No, you good. Don't confuse it, man. Just let it ride. No track changes.
Sorry.
But you can lower it down a little bit though. But what's wrong with Jeezy dating Jeannie Mai?
Although I am a product of an interracial background,
Obviously,
right?
Light bright.
And I'm all for.
I'm gonna call you Glowworm.
That's fucked up.
Oh.
Also, I'm a product of that, and you love who you love.
Facts.
But I also think that there are certain people where I see them do interracial dating, and I feel like there is a level of mysteriousness with a black man or woman. And it's almost like a caricature. It's almost like an artifact. It's something fun. It's different. I mean, listening to her in the interviews actually makes me sick, low key. Like, oh my God, his culture. He took me to, like, damn, just turn the TV on. Like, it's not that hard.
That
like,
was really important.
Black
for her to
people
say,
are
though.
not. We're not zoo animals, though. Like, she made it sound like it was.
What?
She made it sound like, oh my God, this is like, where the fuck have you been living at? Like,
okay,
low key.
so
And then hold on. Then she say, when he comes to my house, he takes his shoes off. If you've ever been to any black grandma in my house, you take your goddamn shoes off when you go in the house.
Not everybody.
Don't make it sound like that's some Korean or whatever type of shit.
No,
low key.
It's adopted from the Asian culture, and the only time you can do that at grandma and grandpa's house is if they got that plastic covering on the floor like they do on the stuff.
My grandma would whoop your ass. You coming out with them shoes.
Well, look, the way that I took it as a woman, was that she did something that people should do in interracial relationships. Is that you fell in love with the person, physical being, and all of that. But do you really? Because I have a problem with people that are in interracial relationships, but your woman ain't supporting you, a black man, but your woman over here ain't supporting you for Black Lives Matter, or they not willing to go do these protests with you because they don't understand the culture and what's involved in that. Hold on. So what she said was, I wanted to know everything about my man. I wanted to know where he came from. I want to know why he does the things that he does and all of this stuff. Now remember, they're in their late 40s, so mid 40s. Excuse me.
Damn,
so,
they ain't
that old. I'm sorry. They're in their
mid.
mid 40s, and for them, I think that was very responsible. Like, well, technically, I don't know if I'll ever be in an interracial relationship because I'm just mixed up. So no matter who I date, yeah, I guess. I don't know. But for me, if I were to date, let's say, an Asian man or something like that, I would want to get to know his culture and everything involved in it before we even get serious. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I just think that's important. If a man dates me and he's white or whatever, he better learn how to play spades, and if he don't, he gonna learn today, and he gonna listen to some damn hip-hop. I actually stopped talking. I wasn't even talking to, but I was very disinterested in getting to know a guy because he said, oh, I don't like rap. I'm like, oh, nah, bruh, this ain't it. Nah. Like, no. He was like, well, I do like one Jay-Z song. I said, nope, cut, done deal. So I can appreciate an interracial relationship such as theirs, where they understand each other, they communicate, and they talk about their differences and why they do things the way they do. I think that's very responsible. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy that Jeezy got with somebody like her instead of going, the other white meat or something like that.
I mean, look, to each his own, man. If that man's happy, if he like it, I love it. I'm just telling you how I give it up. I just personally don't like it. I personally... It's like, come on.
Have you ever dated someone outside of the black race?
I have.
How was that experience?
It was interesting, so much so that God rest her soul, my grandmother, my grandmother, to give you a little bit of background, is white, super white. My great grandparents were from Poland, so she is
Polish.
She low key in them streets. So I say that to say, my grandmother was so entrenched in our culture that I forgot she's white. Like, Granny just was, she didn't act black, but you just forget because it's, she
probably looked like she was Creole or something.
No, not even that. She looked white, but like, she cooked like we cook. She, but she didn't have that voice affliction, she didn't do any of that, but that's just what it was. So much so, I remember coming home my freshman year in college and said, hey, would y'all be upset if I brought home a white girl? And she played off like a G. She's like, oh, no. You know, she's like, what? We never raised you like that. This isn't this. But I understand I grew up in a black neighborhood. I went to an all-black school. Like 3 white kids in my school.
Yeah.
But it hurt her feelings. My mom told me, you know, months later, like, it really hurt her feelings. And it's because I just never saw my grandmother as white. Like, I used to marvel at the people who would see her come pick me up from school and they look like, who was that? It's like, yeah, that's my grandmother. Like, it was no big deal. Like, Granny was just Granny. So I say all that to say, man, look, I've done it. Look, if Jeezy happy, that's cool. I'm saying it'll be interesting how this goes, and we will definitely be back on That Boom Bap relationship advice whenever this shit goes left.
I enjoy this because we never, usually after album review, we just do our shout outs and we close out the show.
Thanks,
but I think that this is a really healthy conversation because it's still in the hip hop realm, but it also is something that could be relatable to you, the viewers. And I think, you know, a couple more minutes talking about it, just. But if your son brought home somebody who was not part, like they were completely, let's say he went to the Philippines and actually met a chick and fell in love with someone who barely speaks English and brought him home. How would you feel about that? I'd
be a touch disappointed. I'd like to understand what's up, like why. Not to say, again, I'm not saying you can't love who you want to love, but you made a great point, and I think it's something that people gloss over. Like, are you down for the struggle? Are you gonna be with us? Like, do you understand the plight? And I ain't talking about, oh, he took me. I'm talking about, do you really get it? Like, look at your social media. Are you talking about Black Lives Matter? Are you pissed off about what happened to both and John and the fucking sentence that old girl got? Are you talking about police brutality? Are you really in tune with the situation? Are you donating? Or is this just you're fantasizing about a black man?
Mandingo.
That's what I'm saying. That's my thing. Like, yo, don't miss that, dog. My homeboy who's a black Muslim told me one time that a girl told him, BMW, you can't bring home a black man, a white man, or somebody, a Muslim. Yo, come a black, Muslim, and white. He was like, I got 2 of the 3. What the fuck? Like a whole race. The Asian culture is low key. Like, you seen them commercials. If you haven't, YouTube them. Racist Asian commercials. Like, this shit exists. They put a whole black dude in a laundry machine and he came out white. Come on, dog. We not doing that. The Clorox, detergent. We not doing that. Yo, you don't want to come to me with this race shit. Yo, we can get it popping.
We can, but
King
I will
TUT,
say,
don't just talk hip hop, baby.
I will say,
that education.
I know. I will say this. I say you should love who you love, but I feel like a lot of black men that tend to get money, that's a stereotype, black men that get money, they end up going for their, you know, Latina trophy or their white woman. And, you know, if that's your preference, that's your preference. Nobody can tell you what to like, but you also shouldn't be putting down your own women, because I hear a lot of men say, nah, they got attitude, they did. I'm like, really? You just down your own race?
Yeah, that's crazy.
To big up a whole different race. Like, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. But for me, I guess any and everybody that I'll date would be technically outside of my spectrum, but I don't care. Like, I don't really date anyway, because all I do is play GTA on the weekend. So
as we move into the weekend, Layla, where can people find you?
People can find me at home crying under some pizza. I'm getting my life together. I'm very proud of you, by the way, for sticking to this regimen of eating healthy and all of that. So I'm definitely going to get into that starting tomorrow. I have all my detox stuff.
Living my life like it
I went to Juice Well, shout out to them, and I got me a lot of juices for my detox. So cool. That should be good. But anyway, you could definitely find me at Layla_E1 on all things social media, and you could find us at Boom Bap Official. So definitely hit me up. I usually holler back. If I don't, just leave it at that. Don't be sending me 20 messages. Or if you want to hit me up on the PSN network, I'm Southern Lay. Very simple. Southern LAY.
I don't play games, especially those on internet. So you can find me, DJ_King_TUT, TOTW. That's Instagram, DJ King TUT 1. That's Twitter. You follow me, I follow back. You already know what it is. Look, 314-713 every Thursday. Boom Bap, 6:30 CST. Let's get it popping. So, with that being said, as we ended on every show, we always leave y'all with these bars, as we say as a team. Rap
minus
lies
equals
hip hop, and that's that boom bap. Bitch is how we ended it when G ain't here. There it is.
Yeah. You do that when he's here.